Right guys, welcome to another episode of Grand Designs. As you can see, we've got the kitchen here. Everyone else is chilling out, enjoying their off season, and I'm in demolition mode. This is our kitchen now. It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks a lot different. A lot different to when I last saw it, for sure.
Perfect for cooking all your meals. So yeah, this video is going to be a bit of an end of season update. So let you all know what I've been up to, how the Collins Cup went, how Ironman Switzerland went, and how my last race of the year went, which was Ironman Chattanooga, where I managed to finish the season off with a win. Yeah, let you know what my plans are moving forward and building up to St George, where the World Championships is going to be in May. So before Tyler asked me some questions about the recent racing that I've been doing, I'm going to go into a bit of the build-up, how I trained for them and everything like that. So going back to July, I was thinking that Kona was still going ahead in October, and I was planning how I was going to prepare for that and what was going to get me there in the best possible shape. So I booked a training camp in Font-Romeu for the start of August. At this point, I'd just raced Lake Placid, so I had a week off, taking it easy. And then I'd done a week where I did a little bit of training, and not much, just ticking over. And then the plan was to go to altitude for 3 weeks in France. I've been there a few times before. So about 1750 metres above sea level, so it's really good. And for anyone that hasn't been, there's amazing trails, the running's really good, the cycling's awesome, and there's 50 metre pool and 25 metre pool. So did some training there, and then while I was out there, I got the call up for the Collins Cup. So that kind of changed things a bit, because I wasn't sure if I was going to qualify, because I was kind of on the fringe and it came down to the last races. So when I travelled out, I wasn't in. So anyway, got selected to the Collins Cup, and then thought, right, I'm only going to be able to do 2 weeks in Font-Romeu instead of the 3, and then I'll go to the Collins Cup. And then a week after being out in Font-Romeu, or about 10 days, it turned out Kona was actually cancelled, and then the Collins Cup was the biggest race of my year. So it actually worked out really well. Went straight from Font-Romeu to Slovakia, and yeah, raced the Collins Cup.
So we hear there was some commotion in the press conference beforehand. Tell us a bit about that, Joe.
So, so yeah, in the lead up to the Collins Cup, at the press conference, there was a load of beef between some of the other racers. Like Braden Curry and Patrick Lang had a bit where Braden called Patrick, said he got help from a blue Smurf, referring to one of Patrick's Erdinger teammates in Kona the year when he won. And a load of the racers had a bit of back and forth, and then it came to my race, and then Justin Metzler gave me a bit of abuse. He tried to say that I was the weakest link in the European team, and that he was going to beat me and that I wouldn't be able to up my game. To dust these guys off and see what I can do.
I love it.
I've got a rebuttal to that quickly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I've been thinking a lot about this matchup, obviously. And I think Joe, I'm not feeling like a leftover at all. I feel like I'm getting put right in the race that I was meant to be in, maybe Jackson as well. But I feel like Joe is probably feeling like the leftovers of the European team, given his PTO world rank number 5. So I'm interested to hear your thoughts on that, Joe, because obviously we all know your success over the Ironman. It's clear how dominant you are there, but do you feel like you only have one pace, or do you think you can elevate to Jack and I's level?
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, now you like over the half distance. Yeah, I'm definitely the weaker member of the European team, but that's why I'm looking forward to doing myself justice and showing them what I can do. And you boys have got no excuses, have you? I mean, if you couldn't beat me, then you're not going to beat anyone else on the team. So this is your best shot.
So this is the point where I'm just going to leave the room, and I'll leave it to you. Justin, next question. That was awesome.
That's the only question I had queued up. I really,
So yeah, as you can see, he gave me a load of abuse, and luckily I managed to think of a comeback, saved myself up there, otherwise it would have been pretty awkward. But yeah, there was a bit of back and forth as well with Jackson on Instagram. He was saying he was going to beat me. I was saying you've got no chance. But unfortunately on race day for me, Jackson managed to get the better of me, but luckily I managed to get the better of Justin Metzler. And to be fair, I had my best half distance race. You know, like I've raced quite a few half distances this year and in the previous past years, and I've just performed really badly and not performed anywhere near what I thought I was capable of. So although Jackson managed to beat me, it was a really good performance by me. And if you look at the video afterwards, he definitely put it all out there, and he was over the moon to get the win. I mean, you can see by looking at it what it meant to him.
And brings to a close the Collins Cup with outstanding success here in Shamrin, and he's telling us so. Yes, oh, steady on there.
I think he's happy, Phil.
So yeah, you could see Jackson was over the moon. I was pretty pleased because I managed to get it. I tried to go with him when he came past me on the run, but I just couldn't. Like, I saw Laura. She came out at about 15 kilometres to give me some support. She's like, "You've only got, you're 20 seconds ahead of him, Joe. You can do it." And I kind of thought, poor girl, you've come all the way out here to give me some support, to give me the extra, but I literally haven't got anything more in the tank. Like, I'm on the limit. If I didn't even bother looking behind because I knew there was no point. If he caught me, he caught me. That was it. He was probably gonna do me. He pulled up to my shoulder about 1.5 kilometres to go, and I thought, no, I'm not going to keep this pace going. Like, my only aim is to beat you. It doesn't matter about time for me. So I slowed right down, thinking if he's going to mess around and we slow down for 15-20 seconds, that would just give me enough of recovery that I could pick it up for the last 1,500 metres. And my only hope in my head was I can beat him in the sprint finish. I was playing for a sprint finish then, but Jackson put the knife in. He went over the top of me, hit me hard, and unfortunately, I didn't have any response to it. He was just a better man on the day, and he got the win. But for me, it's been great looking at how Jackson's been racing after that, because he got 5th place in the World 70.3 Championship. So to be in the mix with someone like that, who's racing at that calibre over the 70.3 distance, was a huge confidence boost. And obviously St George was only 2 or 3 weeks after, so it wasn't like he was going to gain a significant amount of fitness from then. So that gave me a lot of confidence, to be honest, going ahead for Ironman Chattanooga, which was later on.